Hey guys, it's me Ashley. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about fat bombs and bulletproof coffee. I see a ton of you guys in the group doing this, and I wanted to just give you a little bit of information about it. So the goal with this meal plan and the reason why it's so incredible and so awesome is that it really gets you in touch with your body in a way that you are able to find out when you are actually hungry compared to when you're just eating to eat, or if you're just eating because it's a specific time, that sort of thing. With this, I really want you guys to focus on eating when you are hungry and stopping when you are full. So the fat bombs, and I know you think it's a way to get extra fat in when your percentages, your macros, might be showing that you have a higher percentage of protein to fat, that sort of thing. I really want you guys to think about this because if you are just making a fat bomb to get extra fat in your diet, but you're eating it even if you're not hungry, you're not working with your body in the way that you could be. Sorry, I want to just fix something real quick on here. So if you are hungry and you know that you need to have more fat in your day to get your percentages right, and then you create something like that, that's perfectly fine. But I don't want you to just eat a fat bomb just to eat a fat bomb. And if you're not familiar with what a fat bomb is, it's like if you create like a little ball of basically fat, like you can mix up different things, different cream cheeses, and there's a bunch of different recipes out there. I personally don't eat fat bombs. I just make my meals have the right balance, and then I end up eating less naturally, and that's just what happens, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And I go longer in between meals, which is beneficial, and that's really good to do. So I'm not snacking. And when you do that, you're going to be more satisfied in your day when you have a higher fat meal, and it's not like a lower fat meal and then you have a fat bomb later on to try to catch up on the fat, that sort of thing. And also with the bulletproof coffee, that as well. So bulletproof coffee is when you add butter to coffee, and you can add like some sort of sweetener like stevia to that, and you blend it to make it's almost like a cappuccino. It's really good. You can do that if you're hungry because it will fill you up. It will fill you up and it will keep you a really long time without needing to eat. And it's a great way to get extra fat in there. So don't just have a bulletproof coffee just to have a bulletproof coffee because you think you need extra fat. I don't want you guys to confuse the issue of, yes, you want to eat fat to lose fat, but you also don't want to just be eating just to eat. You want to be eating mindfully and be actually utilizing your body's signals to tell you if you are hungry, you should eat. If you're doing a fast and you're hungry, you should just eat and then start your fast the next day. Just listen to your body. It's supposed to be effortless and actually really easy. In the fasting period of this, like if you're doing the intermittent fasting, doing the 16-hour fast and then eating in the 8-hour window, if you are doing that and you're finding that you're hungry, one big suggestion: if you're just getting started with ketogenic, I suggest you, for one, take a full week just doing the low carb ketogenic, doing your micros, macros, getting your percentages right for that first week, and then transitioning into the intermittent fasting, because it's going to be so much easier because you won't be hungry during that because you'll already be on that fat burning metabolism. You'll be feeling really good and you'll be losing weight. And so adding in that fast period at that time is going to benefit you. It'll be easier. But if you do it right off the bat, there is a higher chance you're going to be hungry and it's going to be harder to do it and to follow through with the fast. So just keep that in mind. You can do it however you want, but those are just some suggestions for you. So bottom line, don't just eat a fat bomb just to eat a fat bomb. Don't just drink bulletproof coffee because you think you need to get more fat. That's not really the point. The point is eat your meals. Typically my meals have a lot of cheese, a lot of avocado. When I make my Shakeology as my first meal after my fast, I have half an avocado in there, or I put coconut oil in there, so I'm adding fat to my meal. Okay, and that's going to keep me fuller longer, and it definitely does. So then I have that, and then by 3 o'clock I have my next meal, and that meal is going to have a lot of higher in fats, whatever fat is included there, like sour cream, cheese, and any veggies that are lower in carbs and that sort of thing. It's going to keep it balanced, and then it's going to keep me full until then my next meal. And if I'm not hungry by my next meal, I don't have to eat. That's the other thing I want to mention. If you're not hungry, you don't think you have to eat 3 meals a day. You don't. You can do 2. You can do 1. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Like if you're hungry, eat. If you're not, don't. Like that is what I want to tell you guys, to really get a connection with your body, because your body is telling you it is not natural for us to store fat. We don't need it. We don't need to store the fat. So if you are following this correctly, you're going to probably lose hunger, and you can find that you will just follow your body's natural rhythm and eat when you're hungry and don't eat when you're not hungry. But keep in mind, you have the 8-hour eating window. So typically by the time you get to that first meal, you're hungry. And if you're not hungry by that, it's okay to extend it longer and then have your first meal when you are hungry, and then just have the next meal, So you can do it like that as well. So those are just some little tips for you guys. I want to see you guys really succeed with this and rock this. I don't want anyone to get like a misconception that you think you just have to load on extra fat just to eat fat. You absolutely don't have to do that. Your body is, for one, your metabolism is going to be burning more calories at resting when it's on a fat burning metabolism. So you're burning more fat just naturally, even if you're just sitting around doing nothing. So that's a benefit, but you don't want to be filling up your body with just a ton of fat just to eat fat, and then you're just then burning what you're eating. You want to be burning what you're storing, right? So that's just a couple tips for you on that. So keep being incredible. You guys are awesome, and I am so excited to see you guys rock this next 30-day challenge we have coming up. So, that's really all I have for today. Thanks.